Okay, so episode 12 pretty much solidified and proved what I said to be true. Sabrina bringing Maurice back to the bank was a complete and utter mistake. I mean, if Sabrina had had a very, serious conversation with Maurice, and serious to the point of with if Maurice tried to make a snarky remark, whatever, she would shut that down immediately. Like, look, let's go over the facts. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty, Maurice, but I'm trying to go over the facts. You were indirectly the cause of me getting terminated from my job. And of course, you got let go as well. What we need to do now is talk about how I have my old position back and I would love to have you back at the bank. But the thing about it is, keep in mind, originally, the bank didn't want to hire you back due to a bunch of other customer complaints. So even though you were indeed innocent in terms of having no involvement with the robbery, you would just so happen to be involved with the wrong person. We need to make it so if you get your job back, you show corporate that me hiring you back wasn't a mistake. And you would think Sabrina would have this conversation because what was it? She got her job back and when I say her job back, I mean having a role at the bank back. Because she just got her original manager position back during season 7A. So basically, for the past 3+ months, it's been noted in the series so many times she's been working her butt off trying to, re-solidify herself as a pillar of that job or of that branch. The fact that she would put in extra hours, make sure everything was right, even when dealing with gosh, I forgot her name, but the white chick who was getting, on Sabrina's case for the first half of the season, she was doing everything to make sure that she could just prove herself and deal with the BS that comes from disgruntled coworkers. But how here you have her just handing Maurice the job back. Just handing it back. And I hated that because Maurice was doing well in his own lane as what was it called, like his fixation page, which was he even told Sabrina I'm making way more money doing this than I was at the bank. And it makes a lot of sense for him to be doing this because him making more money is great because Calvin's moved out and he has to pay rent by himself like he was before with the bank job. And he even told Calvin, well, yeah, I have an extra room and it wouldn't hurt to have somebody else here splitting the rent with me considering how much I'm paid at the bank. So, of course, he gave up the fixation page for Grayson, which I think was stupid when you really think about it. That's like if I found the right girl, let's say one of my subscribers, or heaven help me if this happened, what if one of the actresses from the Tyler Perry shows, what if one of them, fell in love with me and wanted to be with me and they met me due to my social media stuff and they're like, well, I don't want you to do YouTube anymore because I don't want to share you with anyone else. It's like, what the heck? No, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I already know people in the comments, Jeremy, good and heck well, if Ashley from The Oval, aka Jean, or Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine from Sistas, said, Jeremy, I would love to be with you and marry you someday, but you had to give up YouTube. You would give it up in a heartbeat. Well, newsflash, people, I have a mortgage now, so I got to do this. But no, I think that Sabrina should have definitely had not only a serious conversation with Maurice, but talk with corporate as well. Because even though Sabrina got her old job back, I still feel like corporate's decision not to hire back Maurice would override any decision Sabrina would make as branch manager, because it just seems ridiculous to me that it would go down like this. Now, I would love if they had a scene like that where Maurice does sit down with what was it, India? I believe that was her name, the black woman who's like one of the people who work at the headquarters of the bank that had the meeting with Sabrina about her old job, and the one who had a meeting with her in season 6 to let her know that she got her job back. I think having a scene like that showing that Maurice can and will be serious when needed, that would have helped. I understand they wanted the dynamic duo back at the bank, but for these two to have to go through the motions again where Maurice is getting into it with, I believe, Carrie, the white woman who works at the bank, over a diet soda that he did drink, I think was messed up. And given the fact that I love me some Diet Pepsi and especially Diet Mountain Dew, if somebody drank mine, I'd be pissed off too. But yeah, to have these two going at it and Maurice acting very unprofessional with customers in the bank, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. But yeah, I feel like if the writers did want to bring Maurice back to the bank, having just a scene where he's talking with Sabrina and or India about why he would love the job back and he will do better, I think it would have done a lot more for the character. But that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.